to track roll line. We are just about to get started for an astonishingly amazing bout of roller derby. I've already called it. My name is Pants, by the way. Alongside me is the delightful
Valkyria. Hello, everybody, and we're looking forward to Czech Republic up against Team Germany. We have about 2.5 minutes left till the first whistle, which is just enough time to give you the rosters.
Let's have a look at Team Czech for today. We're going to have 1-2-1 Princess Chaos, 1-3 Krankova, 1-9-1-1 Pikova, 1-9-8-2 Omrova, 3-1-8 Doris the Explorer, 4-0 Czech, 5-1-5 Little Mermaid, 5-2 Stanishkova, 6 Hanslova, 6-6-6 Vile Shadow, 6-8 Ghetto Kid, 6-9 Delezhalova, 7-4-7 Kangaloo, 8-0-0 Lattice Masterpiece, and 9-9 Shmedakova. And handing over to Team Germany, Team Deutschland, we have...
For Team Germany, we have 0-3-0 Jane Van Payne, number 101 is Ostblocker, 11 Heidi Bum, 114 is Freddie Mercury, team captain with the number 127 is Evilorius, number 17 is Demona, 180 is Zoff, 1896 Effie Beast, 25 is Mia Missile, 312 Frightingale, number 40 is Rip, 42 Lizzie Slaughter, 503 Flamara, 52 B.A. Baracus, and number 76 is Trash to Red.
Fantastic stuff. Can't wait to get underway. We've got a minute and 20 left before we get going. The team readouts for Team Czech getting a massive hoorah from each member of the Team Czech fan club over here. Loving the turnout here so far at Roller Derby World Cup for 2018. Don't forget to hashtag every single thing you could possibly see, or hashtag with RDWC 2018. We don't care if you're on the toilet, hashtag it, because we want to put it up on the feed. We want to have your input into this wonderful tournament.
And apparently it's supposed to talk about cats as well. I think Malice, our wonderful producer, is trying to tell us that he wants to see cats.
Okay,
he wants to see
we
cats.
will see cats. Well, we're already getting a whole bunch of glitter showers going over on Team Deutschland.
Well, I'm assuming that must have been some of the Hamburg Harbor girls, because they have a slogan, Glitzer confetti ist kein Verbrechen, glitter cannons are not a crime. And
well, they're certainly taking care of that today. Hopefully none will get on the track.
Well, usually they bring their own broomsticks to clean their mess up after, so.
Bring your own Roombas, is that it?
BYOB, yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Bring your own broom.
Okay, we're about to get things underway. Team Czech, you can see there, but Team Germany also, the fans with the gold pom-poms in the crowd. We look forward to a lot of input as we get going. We have for Team Czech, Krinkova's on the start line, and 030 Jane Lepane about to get things underway for the first jam. Czech, Germany, let's bring it.
Let's bring it on. 5-second signal has already been on, so we are off to start now.
So Gemma's doing the dance as they wedge their way through the pack.
Jane Van Payne pushing the pack to the front, past the last defense, out of the pack is Lee Jammer, but Krankova out of the pack as well. In turn 2, trying to chase Jane down.
Team Germany doing a great job here of separating the pack for Team Czech, so it's just going to be one sneaky point to get things underway. Love me just a single point. That's all you need in this crazy game.
And the best parts about single points out of games where we have a single point difference in the end.
Those things are berserk.
We'll see how this one's going to turn out. We have Lattice Masterpiece number 800 for Czech Republic, and Mia Missile with the number 25 starting for Team Germany. Starting with an empty penalty box, all blockers on track, and a takeout here. Lattice Masterpiece blocks out Mia Missile, takes Mia to the infield.
She thought she had it, but turns out she managed to keep her skates in place. So Team Germany for the second lead jam of the bout so far.
Nope.
Something that Team Czech don't want to see become a habit here. but it's one in the box for each as well, so a little light on track. Hopefully it gives the Jammers a chance to weave their way through.
It's actually Mia Missile in the penalty box. The cut track was seen. Mia Missile was not fully in bounds when recovering, so there's a cut track penalty, late call. Lead is still open, or again open, can still go to Lattice Masterpiece. But penalty time is already nearly up. Mia Missile about to return to track in a brief moment. Lattice Masterpiece still in the initial pass.
German blockers doing a great job here of just chewing up that power jam, and they have done that successfully.
Backblock penalty issued on a Czech blocker, and Lizzie Slaughter off to the penalty box as well. Mia Missile out of the penalty box, finishes the initial pass and is off to a scoring run. Lattice Masterpiece still in that initial, and there comes the lead call. Mia Missile now on a scoring run, takes a 4-point scoring pass.
Interesting move from the Czech player, got lead jammer. She wants to go off and get a few points on the board for Team Czech, get the scoreboard turning over. Nice move on the inside line from Lattice Masterpiece. Both jammers through, and it's a 5-point pass to Team Germany.
4 scored for Lattice Masterpiece. Lattice now calls off the jam. And this is a 9-point jam for Germany. 4 points scored for Lattice, so we're at a 4-10. And I'm just realizing that today we have an overlay for the scoreboard, which is very nice.
Very kind of them to do this for us. We have Doris the Explorer lining up against Effie Beast. Come on down.
Probably your German in high school was not, your classes were not going on long enough to know that Effie Briest by Theodor Fontane is a classic piece of literature in Germany.
Sadly, I didn't progress in my German lessons to the point where I could read much at all, apart from Lumpiest mein Hood and Hier ist mein Vater.
That's okay, yeah. We have Effie Beast as lead jammer now, with Doris about half a lap behind. Both teams trying to gain control of the pack, but Team Germany with 2 blockers in the penalty box.
So a lot of high fives here going on for the Team Czech. They know they've done well on that one, and they get a nice pack advantage to start jam number 4 as well. So they're going to stick on Doležalova for her first jam of the bout, up against Zuf. Love me some Zuf. I don't even know what Zuf is, but I want to get some Zuf on my fork maybe later.
It's a Zoff, which is basically hassle, more or less.
Excellent.
So Zoff taking a tumble on the inside line. In the meantime, Doležalova out of the pack as lead jammer. Zoff made it out as well, about 30 feet behind Doležalova. Germany is still with 2 blockers in the penalty box. Treasuret just being released.
Doležalova's last bout did fantastic, and it's great to see her getting a lead and points call early as well. 4 points for Team Czech. Team Germany held to a scoreless, so currently 8 for Team Czech. Germany on the lead just by a solitary 2 points.
That was the first jam that was turning out in the end in favor of the Czech Republic.
Absolutely. Okay, we're seeing the roster cycle over here. Krinkova back on, along with Jane Van Pen.
Jam is on. Both teams with 1 blocker short. Team Germany now having all blockers back on track. Number 11, Heidi Boom, just re-entering. And Jane Van Pen in turn 1 out over the inside line, taking lead for Team Germany again.
Hope you enjoyed watching that dance on the feed as much as we did. Jane LePain very agile at the back of the pack.
Beautiful defense there by Team Germany. Klenkova still stuck in the pack, was forced to pass the jammer cover.
Yep,
taken out by Trash Tourette.
Yep, Little Mermaid has picked up the star pass here for Team Czech. So she's now been recycled to the back. She's got to keep trying. Meanwhile, it's just points raining down for Jane Van Pen.
Klenkova taking a seat in the penalty box as a blocker. So Czech now down to 2 blockers with another one heading off to the box.
Yep.
Jane Van Pen capitalizing on that, going for another 5-point pass, taking the jammer left.
Team Germany, just that great lateral defensive movement. Little Mermaid still stuck at the back of the pack, trying to find a way through.
Nice take out here in turn 3 by Vile Shadow, but Jane Van Payne recovering very quickly, going in again, and Vile Shadow off to the box for a multiplayer block. 1911 Pikova as the last line of defense. 5 more scored for Jane Van Payne.
Little Mermaid almost made it through the pack, but forced to the outside, recycled. Jane Van Payne, another 5-point pass. It is all coming up Millhouse for Team Deutschland at the moment.
Looking pretty nicely. Clock taken down. Gem about to reach its natural conclusion. Now, with 4 more points scored for Jane Van Payne. And I am pretty sure that was the first no pass of the game for Team Czech Republic.
I think so, and it was also a 29-point jam as well. So, yeah, just like that, one jam, the whole game just blasts open. Team Czech with the work to do early in this first half. So what are they going to do? Doležalova. Let's get her on up against the mighty Mia Missile.
Mia Missile out as the lead jammer again, with 3 blockers still seated in the penalty box. Doležalova fighting on the outside line between turn 1 and 2 and can step past Evilorius.
Both jammers free.
Mia Missile coming out for another 4 points here to the board.
Just moving that pack forward. Deutschland very savvy getting to the front of the pack. Nice last line hit from 1-0-1. That was Ostblocker. Nice one.
I talked to the team before in the morning, and of course the first goal is to take the win from the Czechs, and the second one was to score as many points as possible to get a big differential. So
well, that's it. If you're thinking about getting set up for tomorrow,
they told me that they were planning on running the jams as long as possible.
looks like the Czech Republic are doing this in return. Doležalova going for another score pass, trying to make the most of her power jam.
Well, she will have to, because it was going to be the second 2-minute jam of the game, with Mia Missile just coming out of the penalty box.
Looks like Doležalova was cleaned up by her own blocker there. Vile Shadow on the inside of the track. It's not the way you do it, kids. Keep on the track, keep scoring them points. Vile Shadow now just clearing house in the middle in return. She's doing great.
Mia Missile having already gotten the second penalty of the game, with that jammer penalty only even a couple of moments ago, with only 10 minutes played.
That's right.
Czech Republic still clean. No power jams yet in favor of Team Germany.
So nice even jam there. 10 points for Team Czech so far. Team Germany looks like they got 17. High fives from the refs to the officials here on the score bench. That is great communication, and of course all the teams bringing their best to the World Cup, but the officials also the cream of the world's crop. Great officiating from everyone on skates and off so far.
And now let's look at some more great skating. It's going to be Doris the Explorer for the Czech Republic and Effie Beast again for Team Germany. Effie Beast aiming for the outside line and cutting to the inside in turn 1, getting out as lead jammer. Doris the Explorer still running up against Heidi Boom and Trash to Red.
Rip also in the midst here for Team Germany as well, doing some great blocking here. Team Czech just trying to hold over, pick over at the front last line of defense, along with one-to-one. That was it was Princess Chaos there in the midst there as well. Nice step through on the inside here. Excellent poise and balance from the Germany jammer.
Yeah, Baraka is on her way to the penalty box for a recycling that was not quite legal, and that is the first power jam in favor of Team Germany. Nope. And that's a
double
quick
power jam.
switcheroo there. Both jammers off to the penalty box.
And they've both been told, get out, get on this track. So both jammers, Team Germany taking the long way around. So that gives a great opportunity for Doris the Explorer to get first dibs on the points, but no. Effie Beast, come on, down. Beautiful skip and jump across the inside apex on turn 4.
And that is another 4-point pass here in favor of Team Germany. Doris the Explorer is still stuck in the pack.
Yep.
Nice lateral defense there. Ostblocker, Rip, and Trash Tourette leading the defense.
They have got the
star
start
pass.
Yep. So Stanishkova has picked up the jammer helmet cover, but unable to get through in time. So it is all Team Germany. 13-point jam so far. 4 points for Team Czech, so they're on 22, chasing down Team Germany.
Oh.
Last points being added, so they're now on 75, an 18-point jam. Yoicks and away. Lattice Masterpiece back on for Team Czech. 3-1-2, that is Frightingale. And we have a Team Czech timeout here. I want to just quickly make a quick mention of the Roller Derby Elite. Roller Derby Elite, wear Roller Derby Elite, make your mum proud. Also want to say a big thank you also to Fifth Blocker Skates. They are skater owned and operated since 2011. They're also online at fifthblocker.co.uk, I believe. So go check out their gear. They are proud sponsors of Roller Derby World Cup 2018.
And as Pans mentioned earlier, if you are on the social media, you're posting pictures of your viewing parties or whatever on Instagram, you can find us under @Roller Derby World Cup on Instagram, and you can also follow Rainy City Roller Derby. And for all your posts, use the hashtag RDWC2018.
Yeah, don't want to make light out of Rainy City Roller Derby's contribution to the World Cup this year. This is a fine venue they've got for us at Event City UK in Manchester. And even Manchester's turned on the weather. It was actually sunny this morning. My goodness
and
gracious.
Yesterday as well. 2 days in a row.
How is this possible? Manchester, thank you for weather. We salute you.
Ordered especially for the Australians, so they're not going to freeze their behinds off. But it's still freezing.
It's still freezing, goodness gracious. I got the long johns on.
And we are into the jam. Frightingale lead jammer for Team Germany, number 312. And Lizzie Slaughter running the defense there together with Evil Laureus for Team Germany. Frightingale on the scoring pass. Lattice Masterpiece still in the initial.
Lattice Masterpiece still stuck at the back, but she has finally wended her way through. Pack gets settled on the back straight here. Only 2 on for Team Deutschland, so let's see what they can pull out.
Both of the Team Germany blockers released from the penalty box. 2 points scored by the Czech Republic here for Lattice Masterpiece, shown by our jammer ref Rog. 2 more for Frightingale. It's a 7-2 jam in favor of Germany. 16.5 minutes left in the first period.
16, I think you're fine. But yes, we're almost halfway through. Halfway through already.
No, quarter through.
Quarter through? Halfway through the first half, as we sometimes say.
Because today we were playing full 1-hour games, not like yesterday with only half-hour games.
That's right, we needed to cycle through a whole bunch of games yesterday to get our ranking sorted. So half-hour games yesterday, full-hour games today. It is pure rock and roll derby, the way that we like it. Speaking of which,
rock and roll again today for Jane Van Payne, lead jammer again, and Krenkova now between turn 1 and 2 out of the pack as not lead jammer Jane Van Payne going through that scoring pass and quickly calls it off for another 4.
Krenkova coming through the backstretch there with a big smile on her face as well. It's just great to see everyone just loving being able to be here, play in front of their fans, and have such a great time. Delejalova back on track, as is also Zuf. And we'll get things underway for jam number 10 in just a second.
Jam number 10 with Sof and number 69 Delejalova for Czech, and that's already the first penalty whistle. A multiplayer block being called, and that's Sof as lead jammer. That is the 6th consecutive lead jammer for Germany in a row.
Ghetto Kid being sent off for a multiplayer block, so pack advantage now with Team Germany.
Nice sweep open there from the inside line by Flamara to open up the way for Zoff. Easy pass, 4-5 points.
Delejalova has the helmet cover in hand, just trying to skip through. Has managed to get through, but is now a power jam to Team Czech. So we're going full 2 minutes. Delejalova still with the helmet cover in hand, recycled massively back here by 5-0-3. That is Flamara. Excellent poise and recycling ability here from the Team Deutschland player.
And that's the 4th jammer penalty within this game for Team Germany.
They haven't been capitalizing on it though, Team Czech. The Team Deutschland defense able to bring the party.
Speaking of which, again, nice takeout by Lisa Slaughter and drawback here from Evilarius, still keeping Delejalova in that initial pass. And as we're talking about it, Zoff returning to track from the penalty box and probably going back to the box for another backlog penalty.
So a lot of reliance being placed upon the Team Germany defense here today. Very quickly, Delejalova whipped off the helmet cover. Stanishkova has picked it up. So we have a star pass, but Team Germany once again very quick on the pickup here. They have 3 in front of her, and they've managed to eat that baby very successfully for probably about 15 odd seconds, I would say. So they've managed to chew up that power jam / star pass and avoiding Team Czech capitalizing. They were held to a scoreless jam again.
So there was 1 minute 50 until the Czech Republic could finally, by means of that star pass, complete that initial pass. And of course, 10 seconds left on the clock, not enough time to make any scores. 7 points scored by Zoff before she was sent off to the box for the first time.
Team Germany making their intentions very clear here. They really want to send a signal to everyone else. You want to get us in the penalty box? Fine. We're going to hold you down and make you work as hard as you can to get anything.
And that is a no pass, so no lead for FEBs. The Doris the Explorer in that initial pass in turn 1. FEBs though already in a scoring trip and taking the first points.
Yep, did a nice little step through there on the apex over Doris the Explorer and picked up a 5-point pass for her troubles. Good effort. And again on that inside step through, another 5 points for Team Germany. Meanwhile, 2 in front of Doris the Explorer, still on her initial and forced to the outside, recycled back. She's looking at the refs and looks like there was a penalty, so she is stepped through for her initial pass completion.
There is a lead call for Doris the Explorer. A little belated, and a pass along the inside line with Germany losing basically all of the blockers to the penalty box. Only 1 left on track, and a nice defense run here now by Czech and Ghetto Kid to keep FEBs at bay. And Doris the Explorer is trying to use the chance with 2 blockers in the box to gather some more points. Can score 3 more before being hit out and recycled by Trash to Red. Calls off from out of bounds.
Yep, so the spoils going to Team Germany again, a 15-point jam, 7 points for Team Czech, 31 chasing down 108. We're 11 minutes left to go in the first half.
So nice jam there for FEBs as well. That's the 4th double-digit jam for Team Germany now, taking them to 108 points in total, 31 total for Czech Republic.
Mia Missile up against Lattice Masterpiece now, and it's Mia Missile making her moves on the outside, but Lattice Masterpiece also through, so we've got a chase on our hands. Team settled down on the back stretch, adopting that classic triangle pose. Let's see what we can come out of it. Nice move on the outside again. Mia Missile besting Czech. Lattice Masterpiece forced to recycle again. So second scoring pass now for Germany. That's a 5-point pass for Mia Missile. Start pass has been affected, so Stanislava again doing the duties for Team Czech.
So
that's the third time we've had a star pass to Stanislava.
Mia Missa through the back as well. Again, nice take out here by Ivalorius and Lizzie Slaughter. Quick recycling of Staniskova. Germany setting up a tripod in the back, led by Freddie Mercury. Staniskova taken to the infield and recycled again by Ivalorius. And in the meantime, Mia Missa is taking another lap.
Stanislava almost getting through on that last one, but her skate just impacting the inside of the track. That just sets a familiar pattern here. We've got Team Germany at the back setting that 3-wall of awesome. And we've got a skater down at the moment, so we're just going to assess that situation. Looks like
1982 Ölmrova.
Yep, so she's just breathing heavily at the moment. It looks like she just copped one to the chest, so she's just going to suck down a few deep breaths to there. She'll be back very shortly, I'm sure. I'm going to say a big thank you to Pivot Star. If you're looking for some athletic wear to help kickstart the season, Pivot Star have a great shop with extra special World Cup flash sale going on if you're actually at the venue here. If you want everything you need at prices to suit you, they're alternative, they're athletic, and they're awesome. Pivot Star.
So we've been playing for 12 jams now. Out of those 12 jams, Czech were only able to gain 3 lead jammer statuses. 9 going to Team Germany, but then again we had 5 jammer penalties in total for Team Germany. So lead was lost 3 times. But as I mentioned earlier, Czech Republic were not yet able to capitalize on those power jams that were given to them.
And now the Team Germany defense is proving to be the difference, I'd say, in this game so far. They have been able to hold the Czech jammer and chew up that 30-second penalty beautifully. So it's great for Team Germany to know that they have reliance on their defense here. We're looking currently at 1-3. That is Krenkova trying to get her way through, but it's Freitengale also, who's just managed to best the Team Czech defense, pick up another jam. Lead jammer status for Team Germany here.
Rip to the penalty box.
Oh, let's get some jammer on jammer action. Krenkova just chasing down Freitengale, but Freitengale big strides out front. So she has just managed to power away. Always love seeing some jammer on jammer, but alas, everyone's been terrifyingly polite so far.
2 more points scored by Freitengale. What do you mean by terrifyingly polite? We're Germans, we're always polite.
But terrifyingly so. I'm always being very polite to you. I'm getting a look.
Tell me that I'm terrifying, that you're polite to me.
I'm getting a look here, guys. It's also terrifying in its awesomeness. Dear. All right, let's get it on. We've got Jane Van Payne, then Delezhalova here. Jane Van Payne cruising through beautifully. Picks up lead jammer.
Delezhalova sandwiched in the bag by Lizzie Slaughter and Ivalorius.
Big wall up front of white and blue for the Team Czech. Actually besting here. Look at this.
A rip coming in back to the track from the penalty box and going into offense right away. There's Ivalorius heading off to the penalty box as pivot for Team Germany. And number 99, Smejkalova for Czech Republic, and a rip off to the box as well. So that's 3-on-2 blocker advantage now for the Czech Republic. And there goes Lizzie Slaughter. I'm just gonna not mention the word box anymore because apparently it's me. Flamara left as only defense there, trying to take out the opposing jammer. 1 scoring pass in there, 4 points going to Delezhalova.
It's great to see Jane Van Payne. She's content to just keep the jams long, as you mentioned, for strategic for Germany. Stepping through nicely, picking up another 4-point pass. So content to just keep stepping through, pick up the points. But Delezhalova also racking up some points here for Team Czech, 8 so far.
Well, there's one blocker still to be released from the box. Lizzie Slaughter is back on track, and 52 Stanishkova is off to the box now for a forearms penalty. So opposing jammer again contained, so Jane Van Payne can just continue racking up the points. We are already at 27 for this jam. 2 more points to score to hit that record jam from earlier on.
Nice hip whip here from Jane Van Payne to finish things off. So yeah, great work from Rip there, providing the anchor for Team Deutschland. I always love seeing a nice little hip whip there. It's good to see the old school moves pay off.
Oh yes. So that makes it a 32-9 jam in favor of Team Germany. And Jane Van Payne just breaking her own record from earlier on, where she scored 29. Now it's 32, but the one before was a 29-0 jam.
FEB setting up close to her defensive line, so Team Germany teasing a 5-wall defense on that one to Doris the Explorer. But Effie decides, I'm going to go, let's get it on. Lead jammer for her. She's got her scoring pass at the moment. Steps through the middle there. And nice work there from 52 from Czech. That was Stanislava again. Almost managed to force her out of bounds, but stepped through and actually picked up a penalty for her own trouble as well. Start pass in effect now for Team Czech. So Princess Chaos has picked up the helmet cover for the team in white and blue.
And Princess Chaos trying to get past, and Thresh Tourette not quite able to keep her at bay. Initial pass complete after 1 minute for Team Czech. FEB is taken to the infield, calls the jam off in turn 3.
You know, it's easy being cheesy. We've got cheese balls bearings. They're now lactose free. They're available at the Quadscape shop booth or online, so check it out. Cheese Balls Precision Skate Bearings.
I love cheese.
I love, cheese balls. Cheesy balls.
Well.
the balls of cheese that are crunchy and snacky. They're nice. Crank over, Mia Missile. Hey, there's Derby on.
Well, yes, we have Derby on and we have a lead jammer. Guess who?
It's Mia Missile.
It's Mia Missile. Krankova trying to follow her through that gap through the pack, but gets taken to the infield.
She absolutely cleaned up Ghetto Kid on the way through as well, almost airborne. Mia Missile just chucking people left, right, and center. Great offensive here from Mia Missile here.
Well, she used to be a judoka. She used to be a judoka.
Did she now?
Did she?
I like that.
Yeah. So she's...
Star pass is now in effect, so that's been picked up by Little Mermaid. Very nice handover straight over the top of the German wall.
And, yep, that is a star pass violation.
There's some sort of thing going on here. So I don't know what it was, but yep, she has to take off the helmet cover. And she has to throw it out. So she's getting some instructions here from the ref.
Yeah, Little Mermaid had it off to the penalty box, assuming that she got the penalty, but the star pass violation was to Krenkova. So Mermaid took place in the penalty box, although she didn't get a penalty, and we had to...
So that was
officials had to instruct her to leave the box again.
And that would shoot up about 30 seconds of that jam as well. So that meant that there was no one on track who was able to score. And even now, with the jammer for Czech still sitting in the bin, we now have to keep that going. So it's just going to chew up till the end of the jam here by the looks of it. So bit of a shame for Team Czech.
And well, in the meantime, while no one was looking at Mia Missile,
cough. Are we getting a 40-point jam?
Just got
So
a
it was
confirmation from Rog. It was a start pass violation and a back block penalty on Klenkova.
And it was a 40-point jam.
It was a 40-0 point jam.
Yoicks. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. We've got our producers are going, oh my God. Sizzling work from Mia Missile here.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Tolishalova on for Team Czech. And we have a Team Germany lead.
Frightingale as lead jammer from the Munich Rolling Rebels. Originally from the Windy City, Chicago.
Well, there's certainly a lot of wind in her sails as she goes around the track right now. Speed skates on, and she's off to get more points for Team Germany.
And the penalty box staff is getting busy as well with Heidi Boom and Rip in the box as blockers.
We also had Schmedlikova as well for the Czech team in there as well. So yeah, our officials kept well and busy.
Trash to Red as the pivot in line for a penalty.
Trash Tourette going through and clearing house, and a little too aggressively she sits down again.
No, she was in queue because there were already 2 blockers seated, so she had to return to the penalty box. Frightingale now looking to let the clock run to not freeze any more blockers in the box.
Eagle eyes on the track, Val, thank you.
There goes Heidi Boom again.
So the Team Germany certainly keeping the penalty box busy. It's going to be interesting to check this out at half-time perhaps, just to see who's in penalty trouble, because there have been a lot of people in and out of the box all half.
I will definitely go and check out, but the jam clock is ticking down. We have about 10 seconds left until halftime.
Once again, Frightingale just content to keep cycling through. That'll probably be the last one for the half. She's just cruising off to finish off the half. So halftime, 61 points for Team Czech off a 16-point jam. Team Germany, however, 31-point jam to follow up that casual 40-point jam from the last one. 254 points as we head to halftime here at the Team Roll Line track here at Roller Derby World Cup 2018. We'll be back in just a moment.
In about 13 minutes.
30 minutes or so. Go grab a cup of tea.
We're gonna go have some look at numbers and stuff to tell you after the break.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Pants.
You are welcome, Valkyrie. Welcome back to the Roll Line track for the second half of Team Germany versus Team Czech. If you're just joining us here, Team Germany played some amazing defense and awesome offense in the first half, stepping to a 254-61 lead. Valkyrie and I, my name is Pants by the way, Valkyrie and I went over and had a chat with the officials at halftime and picked up a few interesting little bits of information for you. What do we got?
Well, since Captain Malice was tracking everything that was happening on track in numbers, I compiled a little jammer stats. So we had Mia Missile for Team Germany with a 90 out of the 254 points scored in total. Mia Missile also being the jammer in this game with the highest scoring jam with a 40-0 for Germany. Malice confirmed in halftime this was not the highest scoring jam of the tournament yet. We had a 42-point jam for Team New Zealand yesterday.
That's right, Aotearoa coming with the goodies, of course, at this tournament.
We have not confirmed yet what the counter scoring was or who the jammer was, but it was a 42-point jam. On the Czech side, we have with 39 points scored in total, Doležalova as the leading jammer. What might be interesting to know is that for Team Germany, we had 5 jammer penalties in total yet, and only 3 on the Team Czech side. But as Pans mentioned in our first period, Czech Republic were not able to capitalize on those power jams that were delivered to them.
We also checked the penalty situation because there have been so many penalties just to see if anyone was in any trouble. No player has got more than 4 penalties, so we're still fairly spread out. 2 for the Czech Republic are on 4 penalties. That's Staniškova and Smezhlikova. And Heidi Bumel Lizzie Slaughter and B.A. Barakas have racked up 4 penalties apiece for the Germany team. But like we were having a chat before, there's been a lot of clockwise penalties, so quite a lot of multiplayers. So it's due to the solidity of this defense that we're seeing, that these penalties are just getting that little bit extra, just that little bit too much. And that's what's causing the penalty to be called, but it has been spread out. We're about to get things underway. The refs are ready, the skaters are ready, and the whistle has been blown. Here we go, Krenkova and Jane Van Payne starting us off for the second half.
Starting us off, we started off the first jam of the game with Jane Van Payne taking the lead against Krenkova, and Krenkova tiptoeing past turn 1, but a multiplayer block being called on her, so another power jam here at the hands of Team Germany. That was a nice action there in the park. I do not know if you've seen that. Number 666, Vile Shadow, was just trying to push with her hands. Jane Van Payne realized what she was doing, pulling back her arms, but no impact, no penalty.
Thank
and
goodness
Vile
for that.
Shadow
That
still
would have been upsetting to start the second half with a power jam against you. We're competing with the drums of Germany here to the left of us as well, so this is going to be fun. You'll be hearing that coming through the feed, no doubt.
Yeah, shout out to Rupert Roller Girls. That is Tombola sitting there in row 1
tumble.
making noise.
Tumble in front, that was 192. Omrova there getting in the way, so, and the penalty has been assessed. It's a
Blocking
push,
out
I
of
think. That was some
bounds.
sort of black block or something. So the power jam is now to Team Czech.
And again, a lost lead, and that is the first penalty of the game for Jane Van Payne. Now the only penalty claim jammer on Team Germany is Freitengale.
Krenkova stepping through on the outside. It's a 5-point pass for Team Czech. The Czech fans letting them know exactly how they feel. They feel good, by the way. They feel happy. Meets the pack again, but Team Germany wall once again built to meet her. Look at that. That is very solid, agile blocking here.
Jane Van Payne back on track and has hit the back of the opposing wall. Czech Republic losing another skater. It's 1982 Omrova to the penalty box.
Looks like Van Payne's having a chat with her jam ref in the middle here just to make sure about something. Nods and smiles, so everyone's happy.
Probably inquiring about that penalty that she was issued earlier.
It's always good to clarify these things in a friendly manner. And officials, if they're able to, take the time. It's always great to get their explanations. We have Lattice Masterpiece and Mia Missile back on track. So Mia Missile looking perhaps to build on her 40 points drubbing in the first half, and she gets off to a great start picking up lead jam.
A clockwise block issued to a Czech blocker. Mia Missile coming up to another scoring pass. Nice duck and dive there along the outside line between 1 and 2.
2 were in the box for penalty area for the Czech, but now one of the Team Germans has joined in. 5-point pass to Mia Missile at the moment. So Team Germany just picking up. Once again, Omrova just seeking to keep the German wall apart.
And wonderful defense again in the back by Ostblocker. And Trash to Red led by Rip.
Multiplayer called here against one of Team Germany, so that multiplayer continues here. That is number 7-6 off to the bin. Trash Tourette.
Helmet cover came off Lattice Masterpiece helmet, and that is a star pass successful again to number 52, Staniškova. I think she already received 4 star passes. No, 3 in the first period. That's the 4th one to her.
That's correct.
And initial pass complete. Staniškova now on a scoring trip. Gets hit out on the outside line.
Staniškova getting some sneaky jammer on jammer action in the middle of the pack as Mia Missile returns to the track.
And well done here by Staniškova, making use of the fact that 2 of the Team Germany blockers were in the penalty box, gathering some points here to the board. That is an 8-point jam already. 7-point jam going to the Czech Republic.
Miswell just casually picks up 37 points, as you do.
Just casually.
Just casual. It's a casual 37. Now we're going to get started for jam number 3.
312 up against 318, Frightingale and Doris the Explorer, and we are going into an official timeout.
Yes, we are. So we just want to make a very quick mention about Strong Athletic. Strong Athletic believe that athleticism and strength are so much more than what is seen in the mainstream. What is your Strong Athletic story? I have none because I'm neither strong nor athletic, but if you do, share at strongathletic.com.
I don't believe you. You just told me that you started rookie class.
Yeah, starting, as in very badly, as in spend more time on my bum. My physiotherapist actually said, congratulations, you have a corked bum. I actually corked my bum on one of my very first training sessions. It was not very pleasant, but if you want to see a picture of a derby bruise that's really, really, really offensive, we'll come to this later. What do we got? All right, so we're just checking jam and lap points at this juncture of the game. Even though the score is a little bit blown out, it's great to see our officials are just want to making sure every single point is allocated correctly and appropriately. It's enough talking about me anyway. Once again, I want to make mention of the hashtags here, hashtag RDWC2018 for all your social media wondrousness. If you can post it up on Twitter, you'll probably get on the feed as well. We've got the feed going at halftime and at full time between games. So if you hashtag, you'll probably get on screen. Hey, instant fame. So we had 1 point removed from Team Germany for an inaccurately allocated lap point. So they have been reduced now to 305.
So it was a casual 36-point jam.
Yeah, see, 37. I know, right? It's just like, oh, gee, gosh dang.
So within a whole game, what Malice just picked up, we only had one jam for the Czech Republic that had a positive point differential for the Czech Republic instead of for Germany. And
well, Team Germany are looking to keep that going at the moment. We have Frightingale in the lead, Doris the Explorer in the midst of the pack, and it's been passed over to Princess Chaos. So Team Czech very quick on the uptake there with that star pass.
Yeah, they are maybe looking for this period for a quicker star passes to contain the damage, to force an earlier call off.
That puts the pressure back on Team Germany, of course, because you want to be able to cause a bit of chaos in the midst of the pack. But unfortunately for Princess Chaos, she has picked up a cut track penalty, and she is now sitting down for 30 seconds. We do have a forearms penalty now that is against Doris the Explorer. So picking up forearms there, so that she won't be happy about that one. Only 2 blockers on track forming a wall at the moment. Team Germany doing a great job against Ghetto Kid to break up the pack. Again, picked up another one at the back here. So this one at 666 Val's Shadow that is now rendered ineffective by the Team Germany defense.
Princess Chaos back on track as Lizzie Slaughter picked up and told her wall just in time. And a cut track penalty here. Nice drawback from Evil Laureus. Another power jam here to Frightingale.
Yeah, a little smile from Princess Chaos as she left the track. She knew she'd been pinged. She was just waiting for someone to call it on her.
It's not a penalty until the refs don't whistle it.
Yep, I think that little smile and just gave it away. Just like, oh, I got caught. 5-point pass to Frightingale, and that brings the jam to an end. So it looks like it's a 34-point jam. So Germany now to kick clean over the triple century. 3:39, playing 76 for Team Czech. 22 minutes and change left in this second half.
Freudengail just putting her name in the list of those highest scoring jammers, and the last 2 jams gathered 70 points.
As you do.
As you do.
As you do. That's only fair.
76 to 339. We have Zoff and Princess Chaos. Princess Chaos starting from the penalty box for
That's right.
that cut track penalty.
So Zoff with a power start here for Team Germany, but yeah, it looks like she just managed to step through on the outside, open up a chink in the armor of Team Czech's wall.
Princess Chaos back on track, is in between turn 1 and 2 on that wall. Will have to finish that initial pass though.
And she steps through the outside, then she is let loose, but not before Zoff goes through for another 5-point pass.
Zoff only skated 2 jams in the previous period, had a great game though yesterday up against Team Scotland. Tag out on the outside line, both jammers on the ground. Backblock penalty signal, and that is going to Princess Chaos, so another power jam here to Team Germany.
And that could be some issues here for Princess Chaos, because I think she's racked up 3 maybe penalties already in the second half, and that adds to her 1 from the previous, so if she continues down this track she could end herself up in a little bit of trouble.
Zoff making up for the not so well first period here with 2 jammer penalties within only 1 jam. She skated 2 jams, had 2 cut track penalties and 2 backblock penalties in 1 jam, and could only score 7 points in those 2 jams. And definitely making up for this now. Princess Chaos back on track. Defense led by B.A. Baracus and Ostblocker.
Made good use of her teammate there in Czech, trying to whip around her to stay in bounds, but Team Germany once again wise to the moves, forced her to the outside. She's trying from the back of the pack again. Late penalty, forearms against one of the Team Czech players. That was Smeshlikova. So I think that's going to be her 5th, maybe. But we've got one in the box. 1 point adjudicated to Team Czech. So not quite blanked on that one, but 29 for Team Germany. Krenkova lining up for Team Czech. She'll be up against Jane Van Payne when we get things underway in just about now. Up the front we have Freddie Mercury causing a bit of fun and chaos here in the midst. Cycles Val Shadow right back, so that opens up the way for her jammer to get through, Jane Van Payne. Clever move, and it's Krenkova off to the penalty bin as well, so that is a high block this time. So Krenkova in the penalty box.
Val Shadow in the penalty box as well. There was a little revenge hit into the back of Freddie Mercury.
And being joined by another member of Team Czech, so it's now 3 in the bin for Team Czech, only 1 in the bin at the moment for Team Deutschland. Meanwhile, Jane Van Payne coming through for another scoring pass in the middle, trying to get chased down by Kriskova, I think. Pikova, I do. Kristangareta Pikova.
Pikova was a long-time sole blocker on track here for the defense. Krenkova now has all her blockers back on track. It's coming up to a scoring pass. Should already have 1 because she passed Lizzie Slaughter, and that is a full scoring pass here for Lenka Krenkova.
Nice one.
4 points to the board.
Czech fans happy at the progress here. So 4 points for Team Czech and 23 for Team Germany at the end of that one. 18 minutes left to go in the second half. 391 plays 81. But who cares? Every single jam is competitive. That's what we love about this game, when the scoreboard is showing a bit of differential. You look at the battles going on track, every skater still giving their all. So many shoulders getting thrown about, so many bodies flying. I love this.
Now this next one can maybe become a little interesting, or at least I have an interesting story to tell, because 5:15, the Little Mermaid, is a skater for the Berlin Bombshells. So Mia Missal, who's now a lead jammer, is one of the coaches for the Little Mermaid.
So is she going to be passing a few tips as she goes running past?
Maybe
probably not.
While flying by, you mean?
Exactly. Yep, Missile certainly living up to her name. She has just pierced the wall.
The jammer cover has come off Little Mermaid's helmet. Rip is trying to keep the pivot from the jammer. Mia Missal blasting through.
Yep. Pivot for Team Czech still at the front, so she hasn't quite picked up that communication that she wants to hand the cover off. All right, another 5 points for Mia Missile here. Little Mermaid still stuck at the back of the back. She's just managed to wrench her way through on the inside, but has picked up a penalty doing so. So the Czech jammer off for a cut track penalty, and so that just hands Mia Missile more opportunity here to rack up the points.
As far as I can see, that's a second penalty for the Little Mermaid.
Such a shame at the end of such a big effort for her, because she was just spent her whole time just pumping away at the back of that wall, trying to find a way through. Finally crashed through, but it was illegally. Nice combo here, move at the front from Team Czech. Last line of defense, Ghetto Kid just unable to stay inside. But that was great pivot work here from the Czech defense, back and forward in that 2-wall.
I hope that judo roll by Mia Missal was just on camera, because that was just a thing of beauty.
It was. Stick that one on the highlight reel.
Yeah, stick it on the highlight reel.
All right, next up we have a battle of the 3-1s, 3-1-2 and 3-1-8. We have Frightingale, who's going to be up against Doris the Explorer. We do have an officials timeout and a regular timeout also being requested by Team Czech. So we'll just clarify the situation. Team officials timeout being currently signaled by the jam timer in the middle, and the ref's just making sure with Team Czech exactly what they're after here.
50 minutes left to play in this game.
And a team timeout has now been awarded to Team Czech. So once again, if you want to get in touch with us on social media, use that hashtag RDWC218. Do want to see that on the online's Derby Shirt Club. If you join the Roller Derby Shirt Club, you can get a different shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every month. So they're at rollerderbyshirtclub.com. What do you got for us, for Valkyrie? Anything interesting coming out?
Just numbers.
Numbers?
Just numbers.
Any numbers in particular I should be paying attention to?
Well, we've played 6 jam in the second period up to now, and we're looking at a score for the second period of 153 to 12 points.
That's not bad.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's not too shabby.
No. On a scale of shabbiness, I'd say it's probably about a 1.3 out of 5, maybe.
It's okay.
It gets 1 point. Oh, we're getting signaled 10 shabbies. Okay.
Thank you, Malice.
Nice one. Our producer Malice also lending a big hand here. We do appreciate his efforts, providing us with all the stats and info, the things that we cannot see because we're too busy yabbering. All right, let's get it on.
3:12 on 3:18 again. Frightingale up against Doris the Explorer. Frightingale taking down Freddie Mercury, one of her own blockers. Doris gets hit out and recycled by Evilorius, but takes out Flamara on the way there as well. Flamara will have to reset 2. Nice takeout here by Pikova, taking Frightingale to the infield and recycling her, drawing her back a little.
Excellent work here from Team Czech. Pikova being joined at the back by a Vial. So that's great combo work here from the Team Czech D. Unfortunately, for them, Frightengal has managed to find a way through and picks up a 5-point pass. Star pass, I think that was. So we have a star pass in effect. So Pikova is now your jammer for Team Czech.
Couldn't find the pivot for a moment, and then I found her stuck within that wall. Bent down really low.
Yep,
again.
so just forced to the outside now. She's going to try again.
Again, Evilorius trying to draw the pivot back, but no cut track as Evilorius was behind Pikova. Lazy Slaughter and Flamara in the defense.
Hanslova doing the final check, as it were, on the defense here, but unable to stop the might of Frightengal. 444s at the moment for Germany.
Schnapszahl.
It's like fear.
Beautiful.
So they are bringing the fear. Certainly the Germans have put the fear into me. They are an amazing team, great defense and awesome offense as well. Team Czech, of course, leaving it all on track. Kangaloo doing the final chase down. But once again, another 5-point pass here for Team Germany. So that's another 30-point jam. You can rack that one up. 30 zip on that one. So
just before the call of a direction of gameplay penalty issued to Vile Shadow. Vile Shadow taking a seat in the penalty box now.
So the pack advantage once again with Team Germany as we look to start jam number 8. Delezhalova on the line, as is the awesome Effie Beast.
Effie Beast up against Delezhalova, which I think just set Effie Beast out as the lead jammer.
She barely touched the sides on that one. Just straight through on the outside line of the track. And this time on the inside, 5-point pass.
Heidi Boom, Ostblocker
nice.
leading the defense there up against Dolezhalova, but Dolezhalova manages to juke by.
That was a nice bit of work on the inside line from Delezhalova. Team Czech looking to step it up a bit, but Team Deutschland at the moment with the goodies in the defensive line. Ghetto Kid just trying to do her bit, holding off Heidi Boom.
And nice defense there now in turn 3 by the Czech skaters, holding Effie Beast at bay for a little longer. Dolezhalova could definitely score some points already in this jam. Trash to Red off to the penalty box for a multiplayer block.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that one, but she got a heed to the referee's call. Get off the track as far as you can. That's exactly what she did.
At least the 5th penalty for Trash to Red.
Delezhalova at the back of the pack. Multiplayer again, Vile getting the calls, so she's in a bit of trouble here at the moment. A couple of penalties in quick succession. But it's points for everybody at the moment.
4 points scored by Dolezhalova, who's lucky enough to get 2 power jams in the previous period and score 39 points in total in the first half. 3 more added to the board, 8 points now for Dolezhalova.
You're just joining us at the
roll line track.
At the roll line track. God, I'm going to kill myself. No, I'm not.
If you only just joined us here on the roll line track at
If you
Event
just joined us,
City.
my brain has just gone. I've blown a fuse. But it's we are at Event City UK for the Roller 2 World Cup. 480 for Team Germany. Team Czech on 89. 10 minutes left to go in the second half of this game.
And with a power jam for Team Germany, cut track penalty going to Lenka Kleinkova.
Jane Van Payne is now, of course, in the lead, having made her way through for her initial pass.
And the smart defense of the power jam here by Team Germany, goating Val Shadow, coming back from the penalty box.
They're just getting her to expend all her energy, building that frustration. She does manage to swing and connect. no pass, no penalty being issued, so unable to make that one work for her, but it's good to see she was able to resurrect herself on the back of the German wall and get on through.
Krankova back on track in that wall of black. Slowly pushing to the front. Got a little support from Vile Shadow, but Vile Shadow chose to switch back into defense mode and take care of Jane Von Payne. Krankova now playing double duty here, pushing Jane Von Payne out of bounds and trying to recycle her to the back. But Jane Van Payne does not want to play that game and steps into the trap of that cutting. That's right.
Yep, so smart move here by the Czech jammer. Krankova drawing the cut track penalty. That's only the second jammer penalty for this half so far for Team Germany, so they've been able to keep a clean sheet fairly well up to this point.
Second jammer penalty for Jane Van Payne, although in this period as well. So Freitengale being the only 100% clean jammer for Team Germany now in this game.
Krankova stepping through, getting 5 points on the board for Team Czech. Vile Shadow coming through, busting open a hole in Team Germany. Great stuff.
And call off before Jane Van Payne can reach the pack again. 2 points from the previous pass before she was sent off to the penalty box. So that is a nearly turning out in favor of Team Czech. That's a 12-on-10 jam this time, and Czech Republic have reached 99 points.
Team Czech defense giving each other a lot of high fives and tens and big smiles as they came off. They got it. They knew they got it together on that one. Made it work. They were happy with the result of that.
So we have 8 minutes left in the game.
Missile through as the lead jammer, Lattice Masterpiece. Got 2 penalties, so she is now going to sit down. Not happy with the result of that one. I don't think she took just a little bit too long to get off the track. So it's very quick call off there by Team Germany. They're going to capitalize on this and have basically nearly a minute as a power start for the next jam.
So those were the first penalty for Lattice Masterpiece. First 2, unfortunately, in a row. And what Melis just pointed out, apart from this jam that was called off immediately, we've only had 9 jams within this whole period. So they are really, really running the jams very long. We've had a couple of them that actually reached a natural conclusion and were not called off.
Like I said, this is the Team Germany strategy. They're looking to just wear their opponents down, capitalize, and get the points on the board. They have certainly done that today. So nearly 30 seconds held back by the Czech defense, but it's a 5-point pass now. Freitengale on the board, and they've crashed through the Quinn century, as it were. It's not often you get to say things like that in roller derby.
And the 1 minute is nearly up. Lattice Masterpiece now told to stand, but Freitengale with another 5 points to the board could already score 15 within this jam. Germany with more than 400 points in the lead now.
Team Czech able to break through the wall now, able to set things back up front, but not soon enough. Freitengale through for another 5-point pass.
Yeah, with 1 blocker short, now 2 blockers short as the pivot is heading off to the penalty box as well. 4-2 blocker advantage now for Team Germany at the moment, keeping Lattice Masterpiece at bay. Remrova trying to get in there as some support for her jammer. And Freitengale take it to the ground, slid through the infield.
Skates didn't touch the outside though, so she's still on track. But Team Germany have organized in front of her with a mobile 3 triangle here of awesome. It's just something wonderful to watch here. I hope you're enjoying the action here coming to you from the roll line track at the Roller Derby World Cup.
Jam clock, Lattice Masterpiece comes out of that initial pass, so it took her about a minute to get out of that.
Yep.
So we have a 34-point jam for Freitengale now.
Jam ref just coming over to have a quick chat with the score bench. Just making sure all the I's are dots and the T's are crossed. Delezhalova lining up here at the moment, as well as 180 Zuf. If these two have enjoyed a couple of good stoushes so far, so we're looking forward to another one. Zuf, meanwhile, just takes advantage of that 2 block and gets through on the outside, so she's your lead jammer.
Perfect lead again, or still for Team Germany within this period. Out of 12 jams, we had 12 times lead for Germany.
Ghetto Kid and Stanishkova trying to break up the wall of Germany, and they have done so successfully. Delezhalova is now through, and still one standing in the penalty area for Czech as the jam is called off. 3 minutes and change left to go in the game, and we're just hoping that Team Czech can just get that one extra point. We want to see them get a century. They deserve 3 figures.
Well, since we were talking about it earlier and you said that you did understand some German, I could as well try with like 3.5 minutes left to take the next one in German.
Oh,
you don't mind?
You'll make my day.
Und für den nächsten Jam, wir haben Jane Van Payne an der Jammerline für Team Germany, Lenka Klenkova mit der Nummer 13 für Team Czech Republic, aber Jane Van Payne als Lead-Jammerin aus dem Pike raus. Klenkova in Kurve 1 kämpft gegen Flamara und Evil Laureus wird über die Outside rausgedrückt und nein, auf dem Weg zur Penalty-Box für einen High-Block. Jane Van Payne im Power Jam mit 5 weiteren Punkten für Deutschland. Beide Mannschaften versuchen die Kontrolle über das Pack zu bekommen. Goating vom tschechischen Pivot Francis Chaos mit der Nummer 121. Schöne Pack-Kontrolle hier von Team Germany. Ein Out-of-Play-Block hier für die Nummer 1982. Oemler war auf dem Weg zur Penalty-Box. Und Jane Van Payne dann nochmal an Pikova vorbei mit weiteren 5 Punkten. Francis Chaos als Pivot wurde aus dem Track geblockt. Hat den Toe-Stop verloren. I'm missing a jammer in a white jersey. Oh, we had a jammer fouling out. Also 2 Minuten Power Jam für Jane Van Payne. Weitere 10 Sekunden hier nochmal. Lenka Klenkova Foul out nach 7 Penalties. Und 2 Minuten vorbei. Jam ist abgepfiffen.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling moist after that. That was fantastic. Just like a beautiful.
You know what? You could do the next one in like
I could do it fluent
real Aussie accent.
Oh, geez, mate. I don't know. All right, we're getting set for the next jam. My darlings back home. We got Little Mermaid lining up on the line. The Czech fans going absolutely bunter on the sideline. As we get going for this last jam, probably of the whole game. Little Mermaid just absolutely pounding away at the back of the wall. But it's me and Missile making her way through here. Absolutely stonkingly jamming position here. I think I've successfully completely confused my co-commentator. And my producer as well.
I'm loving it. I totally love it. And,
no, you're not. You're lying. All right, Missile getting another 5-point pass here. Just finishing the game the way that she started, and that is fantastic work from Team Germany.
Melis just pointed out to me that with this lead here for Mia Missa, we had 20 lead jams in a row for Team Germany since the jam 12 in the first period.
That's amazing work from Team Germany. They've just clamped it down the way that we suspected they would. But that is just absolutely authoritative here from Team Germany, and they're going to close it out. Are they going to crash through 600 points here? Is Team Czech going to be allowed to get that 1 point that we so desperately want them to get? This is what we want to know. We've got about 40 seconds left to go in the game.
The other point interesting to see is if, yes, she did it, Mia Missal will be able to crack the 600 points, but there go another 5 up in the sky, and it's 600 points for Team Germany now.
So 600 points for Team Germany. Make that 605. Can we get one for Team Czech? The Team Germany is just saying, nah, I'm sorry. And it's a cut track penalty as well. So that's just a shame for Staniškova. She has given her absolute all here for Team Czech throughout the day today, and it's such a shame. She's getting high five from her team as she goes to the penalty box. That's the end of the game. 600 and lots for Team Germany, as we look forward to see if it's a 35 or a 40-point jam. Team Czech fans are up. The Team Germany fans with the gold pom-poms in the air, loving it as well. Hugs all around, high fives for everybody. It's great to see that even at the end of the game, teams on the track just hugging each other and giving their all. That is fantastic.
Yeah, as you mentioned several times during the game, the defense of Team Germany was just key in this game. They managed to keep the Czech jammers on a complete lockdown and let them only score 30 points in total within the second period.
Yep.
So it was absolutely crucial. We had a perfect lead streak in the second period with only 3 leads in total for Czech within this game at all.
And only 2 jammer penalties for Team Deutschland as well, so they really cleaned up their act in that second half, so they really stomped their authority. Meanwhile, we had, what,
9 jammer penalties for
yes. So Team
Czech.
Germany able to extract a lot of mistakes out of the Czech Czech jammers as well in return. So unfortunately for Team Czech, stuck on 99. Such a shame, but they did give their all. They put on a very entertaining game for us. 610 for Team Germany. They are looking forward to coming out, and their next game will be just to see how well they can qualify for the semi-finals, you would say, or quarterfinals, I should say. So we're looking forward to that action. I'm exhausted.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, Captain Mellis, for feeding us stats and numbers and making us sound smart.
Very much so. Thank you very much, Valkyria, for being awesome and giving us that jam in Deutsch. That was just fantastic. My name is Pants as well. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm going off for a cup of tea.